Hi guys, welcome. Next up in the bot series is Milica. Milica recently beat her dad at chess for the first time. Can you do any better than her dad did? No offense to Malika's dad, but yeah, maybe you should watch our channel and learn a bit more about chess. Shouldn't be losing to a 550. Serbia. Okay. Right. So what we're trying to do here, maybe get this bishop out and then we can push this pawn, which is sort of, you know what, is this getting on to be a London system if we play like this? Yeah, let's play a London system, guys. We never do that. So a London system is this. And then you normally tuck back here when they play this move, saying that if they want to take you, go ahead. We'll open up our rook and have probably a dangerous attack against any kingside castle in which we see. So, and then in the London, normally pawn just here. And then you create a little hat. And then develop the knight here. It's a very versatile system. So if we take, they get doubled pawns, and then we go here. But then where do we put this knight? I think this pawn here is going to be a weakness unless they want to play that and hold it all together. But honestly, if they take, I'm happy. I encourage them to take. I'm just going to develop. Okay, so now there's a lot of pressure on this knight, and it's actually undefended, this knight. So there's no check winning the knight. The king's castled. But also the pawn, guys. I don't know why I saw the check to the invisible king before I saw that pawn could take. But yeah, we'll grab that. Okay. I mean, we can castle by hand here if we want to keep the bishop here. 1, 2 moves, whereas this is 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I think it is better to tuck bishop back and then back out. Just seeing which one's going to cost us the most time there. So now I love the fact our bishop's lined up here. I love the fact he's pushed this pawn. That is an awful move. I cannot stress that enough. Maybe here trying to win the knight, but we just pop out here. So let's castle. We've got an open file, which is beautiful, guys. We've got their destroyed kingside, which is beautiful. We've got a London system attack, which is putting the bishop on this square and then queen here. That's sort of thematic in the London system. So now in order to... Well, do we go here? Or do we go here? I sort of want to move this knight. It looks a bit weird right now. And it's under some pressure, so let's just move it. Tuck back. I'm not going to care about this pawn. These two pawn moves, like pushing the central pawn, is very strange. You should normally try and go like that and then build for this pawn push. So it's two like supported pawns together. But yeah, I sensed they were going for this, but we have this semi-outpost square for the knight anyway, and that's just a horrible king position. And look, now the queen's coming in with check. Or do we just come in and go for the mate? I mean... So if check... Let's assume Malika's going to play the best defense here. Check. They have to go here. And then maybe we go like this, threatening the mate. Whereas this is the same thing, except we don't get the pawn at the beginning. So we might as well grab the pawn. So here, threatening the mate, right? In fact, how do they even stop it? Oh yeah, that does stop it. So now this, forking the queen and king. So the rook has to take. So now we've won a rook. Can we sack on this square? I think we can. We can also do this, which just looks like a lovely in-between move, hitting the bishop. But then if this bishop takes... You know what, just taking out the base of the pawn structure. I know it's a little bit slow, and probably sack is working. Even probably sacking the rook is working. But we're not in any rush, guys. You know, they cannot even attack our king. So why don't we just casually take all the pawns? So this now, trying to trade off the bishops. But also just take. I mean, I can take this for a start. Like this is so informative, guys, of how not to organize your pawn structure. Like, even though this is technically not an isolated pawn, Milica is treating it like it is because she's just separated out from the pawn pack. This could be a lovely little pawn out here on b6, you know, connected to the chain and happy. Yeah. So I'm not happy with the way Milica's played this at all. Just, like, frustratingly bad. Just putting the pawns like this. Anyway. So we can get the knight out. Let's do that. Let's just develop the knight. And we can centralize our queen again. Go for these pawns. Maybe this. I mean, this is defended. I mean, let's just bring another... Well, I don't really want to trade queens. I want to go mate her. I know it loses this, doesn't it? But I just want to go mate her. So, yeah, hitting the queen. Where does the queen go in that case? Here. We've almost got mate if this queen moves. Let's try this. Yeah, it has to go there. If takes, we win a pawn, and we can just... This is just a completely winning end game. But is there anything better? Probably not. Let's play the end game. The king is completely out in the open. So now we just want to bring a rook. That's a good move. Good move. Winning a pawn there. Really nice little trick. But we can throw in this, but then they go here. Let's just throw in the check first. What do we throw in? Yeah, let's throw in the check. Not sure what to do, really. So now this looks good. They can't go back here and let us do a revealed attack. They've got to come out. And now we get to move the knight out of danger. Well, or we can just do this check. Looks pretty nice. They can take this, but we don't really care. We're up so much material that... so this looks nice now. If they take, we win the rook. Okay, gladly accept that. And they could have taken that, but still, with two rooks, we're just fine here. So now maybe come out with the knight, try and get a trade of this bishop somehow. Hit the bishop. And how do we... Well, we can take that, simplify things a bit, and then mate like this. That's a petulant move, but they cannot get back and stop this mate. So that's how you beat Milica. So the main thing to learn from this was them pawn pushes, guys. Just that and that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like and subscribe. I'll see you next time, guys. Join the Discord if you want to join the tournaments. Sorry for hitting the mic. I'll see you next time. Cheers.